Oh, hello there. Back again. Trying to get an improved video. I think last time we went into a lot of background stuff of other currencies, which I'm trying to avoid with this video. Basically, I got an email from Helium Deploy saying, was I interested in covering Helium, and I said, yeah, I'd give it a go. But you've got to be realistic. Are people searching Helium anymore? YouTube algorithm can be pretty wicked to YouTubers. It can put your video in, I don't know, out of space where no one seems to view it. And the tags seem to be that important. They said minimal improvement in search. So if people don't search the exact title of your video, then you don't make any revenue. No one views it, and it's about $1 a thousand views as well. A lot of people don't know that. On the bigger channels, they don't really talk about that. But yeah, helium mining. I mean, a lot of people know it. I just say a lot of people know it from you've got the old helium. This was all the craze. Things are improving a bit. Like I got 110% improvement. But I'm not in an ideal location anyway. I mean, you see I've got stuff out to the east, but in the north and south and west, it is a city. Chelmsford is a city, but compared to London, you haven't got the masses. But at least I'm the only guy in my spot, so. But yeah, that's the thing. But this is how a lot of you will know about mobile. You'd have seen this tab on your Helium, and gone, oh, there's nothing in the UK, and then you scroll out. Oh, there's nothing in Europe, and then oh right, so it's only in America. So yeah, people haven't. They just know. People just know that you can't do the mobile 5G in Europe or indeed the rest of the world. They seem to be funny. They won't give people a license. I mean, there's been a lot of negative stuff. China banning crypto. So it's a very tough market. But I do say you got to say that that it is probably the best. I think it's the best option if you want to start doing something, because I don't know. Well, Bitcoin mining, those ASICs, they just chew through electrics. Realistically, the trouble is people see people in Texas or Canada with very low electricity costs doing this stuff. I partly made that mistake of thinking, oh yeah, it would be viable, but the electricity just makes it cheaper to buy the coin than mine it. A lot of people don't talk about that. I mean, that's what you need really. You need people to hold it like a stock. You need people to hold my helium and not sell it for it to increase in value. Scarcity on the market. I don't run ads currently, so it's a bit of an advert, but that's what it's about. But this is the main thing for people in the rest of the world or the UK. I joined the early access, the marketplace. Basically, you can have a miner, and you can see, hopefully you can see whether it's deployed in a good space. I mean, I did show a link to other videos. We've got access. You can see how much it's making. I mean, if it's in the middle of nowhere, it's not going to be making very much. When Helium deploy, they probably won't like this bit, but Boba are doing it as well. But the price isn't. You won't save any money, but just to make you aware that if you've got a Bobcat 300, Bob are doing it as well. What else is going on with Helium on the upside is they're going to, the blockchain is going to Solana, which fits in with the solar thing. I mean, GPU mining is nothing. I mean, I might be able to do some with my solar, you know, install my free electric, but in the winter, if there's no sun, there's no electric. That's what people got to remember. Solar's oversold as being fantastic, but if it's not a sunny day, then you get nothing, you know, and that in the winter that is the case. And people don't tell you that when you sell you solar. But yes, this could resurrect Helium. I mean, people have said it's gone up 12%, or another place said it's gone up 25% or 23%. I'd be interested to see if Moken is that going to be on the Solana blockchain. If it searches well, if anyone could comment and tell me if they know if this is going to be on the Moken, because it's not going to be HNT. It's going to be, it might still be called HNT, but on the Solana blockchain. So it saved them a lot of money. They won't have to run their own blockchain. So yeah, I mean, there's every reason it can be successful, but you might want to sell out. I mean, I'll just go back to what I did with my. I had about quite a lot. I sold some to get an antenna. I sold some Helium to get an antenna, and I got some stable coin because I sold more than I needed to. Still got a bit, but I did explain that my experience wasn't very good. I was very unlucky. I got one that worked for about 2 weeks, and it made its money back, like it seemed, in about 2 weeks. But then it failed, and it took me months to get a new replacement. I was just very unlucky. I mean, the hobbyist miner said he made about 6 at the top. If he just sold his Helium at the top, he would have made about £6,000. I think if I sold all of mine at the top, probably I might have made £1,000. So I would have got my money back. But a lot of people are not talking about it because they missed the up curve. Same with Bitcoin. How long are you going to have to wait for an up curve? It is really, you know, is shocking. I mean, it could be improvements. I mean, I don't know how. Well, Helium, be interesting to see. See, I've got my Helium with these guys, but it's very expensive to get it out of there. You know, if you've only got £150 worth of Helium, it's going to cost you maybe £25, I think, to get it out of here. That's why I might prefer. I used to like Nice Hash. A lot of people don't like it, but I find it very simple, and I have everything in one place, and you can come out to Coinbase very easily, and then Coinbase you can come out free to PayPal, and then you can buy things on PayPal, so you can get it back into your native currency quite easily. So I think that almost wraps it up. I was going to keep it shorter. The hobbyist miner, I mean, obviously he managed to get much more views than me. One last thing, I said, you know, I found the Helium console. I mean, I was talking about the Internet of Things, moving away now from the Moken, the new token, but how could Helium have been better? It could have been on exchanges. Also, I tried to add my device. I did use this. I managed to get an electricity app I've got a smart device, you know, a smart monitor for your electricity meter, but it's a very secure network, so I don't know if Helium could do electricity meters, because it's made by the government. Sort of cyber security branch makes the electric network, because they're worried about hacking. But I couldn't I couldn't put my TV or my thermometer. I was trying. I mean, I couldn't put it on the Internet of Things. I mean, there's lots of videos on this and say, oh, it's the $6 billion network that no one uses. So that's the trouble with the Internet of Things. I don't know this, and that's why the 5G is much better, because people understand 5G. It's what your cell phone uses. Mine is on 4G quite a lot, although it's 5G capable, because there aren't that many masts in the UK. But they're not allowing licenses in the home. I mean, there's a lot of hype. I mean, it's probably more fun to watch videos about this. Didn't want it to get too long, but yeah. I mean, some people have gone way over the top on the estimations. I mean, this is Bobber. I'm sorry, I'm Helium Deploy using their calculator. But you put the price in, which has got a price now, 0007, which is easy to remember. But some people were, I think this is a day. So I mean, it is location, it is location specific. I mean, some people claiming crazy amounts, but then you don't know this price. This is just a preliminary price for the Genesis period, which is a set amount of days when you're mining the token. But it does go all the way down to people who are in rural places or not so good, making a much more modest amount. So it's just hope that something happens, because there's not much interest in this until the marketplace probably comes open to everyone. And if these videos don't do very well in search, if they don't come in the top 5, I mean, people don't click on them. That's the trouble. And you don't get many viewers. I mean, I'm surprised I got 1,000 plus views on a solar video, and then another one just got less than 100. But it only takes one person to see the video and think, oh yeah, I'll buy one. So that might, one sale might justify a sponsorship deal, giving me a free one. Let's look at it like that. There's no point having thousands of views if they're not, converting into sales. So that's the sales that Helium Deploy want. So there, I was fairly positive on it there. You won't have any electricity costs. That's the big advantage, for beginners as well. Most people already know all this stuff. A lot of people, well, they might be searching Helium again. Anyway, thumbs up, guys. Peace out.